Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and there's many places you can stay connected with me. First place is on Instagram at Rochelle.Handmade.Designs. You can also stay connected with me on Facebook at Rochelle.Handmade.Designs. That's my Facebook page. Or you can stay connected with me here on YouTube at Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, where you will find sewing tutorials, pattern hauls, fabric hauls, Friday sews, the Scoop Challenge, Black History Month pattern designers, and many other challenges throughout the year. You can also stay connected with me in one of my Facebook groups, which I will post here. Now, in today's video, I am going to go ahead and recap the first part of my summer skirt series. So the first part of the summer skirt series, we sewed 5 skirts in the month of May. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into the new video. All right, so I love the skirt series. Yes, and it's just time for me to do a recap of all the skirts that we sewn. So the first skirt that I sewn was the flared skirt. And I'm going to put the pattern and the pictures and everything up on the screen, so don't worry about that. I got you. All right, so the first skirt was this red and white polka dot thing. Yes, I love it. And this was Butterick 4686. I love this skirt. So I paired this with like a tiger tank top that I had in my that I forgot that I had in my closet. So I paired it with that and some white shoes, and I loved it. And I did a second look, which I paired with a Mickey Mouse shirt and just some kids Minnie Mouse shoes that I purchased from Disney probably about 5 years ago or something. But I love this skirt. I love the front. I love the yoke. The yoke stands out. Instead of a exposed or all-purpose zipper, I did an invisible zipper in the back. I also did a tutorial for it on here on YouTube, so you could go ahead and click up and see that tutorial. It is the Summer Skirt Series #1 for the flared skirt. So that's the first skirt that I did. The second skirt that I did was the Broomstick Skirt, which is also a tiered skirt. Now, I felt so gorgeous on Mother's Day with this skirt. So I did wear this skirt on Mother's Day. The day before, we went to Walt Disney World. We took photos in the button-down shirt with my children, which if you haven't seen that, go ahead and look at that Mother's Day, Mommy and Me for Mother's Day, I think is what the name of that video is. But I also did a tutorial for this skirt, which is the Broomstick Skirt or the tiered skirt. I use a Toy Story fabric. I'm going to bring it closer so you can see that. I love this fabric. A lot of times you can't see the details in the fabric when you take the photos. It looked like a red and white stripe. But I originally had this fabric probably about 2 to 3 years ago when I purchased this for a Disney vacation that we were doing for Christmas, and COVID hit. So I was not able to do this for that trip. But now that I stay here in Orlando, it doesn't matter. I will not be sewing for a vacation trip to Disney because I live here. So there's no need to do that. But this is McCall's 7604, which they reissued the pattern. So I believe this skirt is McCall's 8066 or 8161. I know I paired it with a top. So check McCall's 8066 or McCall's 8161. It's one of those patterns. I also got the tutorial for it, so you could go ahead and check out that tutorial for this lovely skirt. I love the front, and I love that elastic back as well. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's all I could say about that skirt. The third skirt that I sewn, also a tutorial for this, it was the mini skirt. So on the mini skirt, I just basically used not all of the fabric, but I used some fabric that I had left over. I bought 12 yards of this fabric, and I used one bulk now. Basically 6 yards. One bulk of the fabric, which was 6 yards. So I still have 6 yards left to make something else with, which I already have an idea what I'm going to make with. So this is the mini skirt. This is New Look 6290. So I originally did view B. However, I extended it on view A. You could see the tutorial on what I did in order to make it kind of knee length. Now, one thing I will say is on this one, I used an all-purpose zipper in the back instead of a invisible zipper. And the reason why I did that is because some people wonder why I always use invisible zippers. Now, me personally, I think invisible zippers are easier to sew in compared to an all-purpose zipper, but I wanted to do a different option of invisible zipper because I did not have an invisible zipper in white, the color that I needed. So I just went ahead and used what was in my stash, part of the 60-day no-buy challenge. So that's why I did what I did. But this is an easy sew. I love the facing on the inside. I love that detail. I love the length. Yeah, I did not add pockets to it. Some skirts just do not need pockets. And a pencil skirt is one of those where you don't want pockets hanging out on the side. So I did not do pockets for my mini skirt. So this is skirt 3 in the skirt series part 1. And the next skirt that I sewn was the 4th skirt, which is the pleated skirt. Also a tutorial for it. I love this skirt. I paired it with a yellow open back shirt and a white V-neck shirt. So I paired it 2 ways on this one. So I love the pleat. This is McCall 7253, by the way. I love the pleats in the front and in the back. I love that exposed zipper. Now I do need to put my hook and eye there. Yeah. I still need to do that, and I will do that this weekend when I'm sewing those things that needs like just a hem done or a hook and eye done or something like that. I normally tend to do that on Sundays because I normally don't sew on Sundays. I just cut out on Sundays, cut things for the week. But yeah, I love this skirt. I will probably be doing another one of these skirts by the end of the summer, just because I love the skirt. If you do not have the pattern, it's McCall 7253. Go ahead and get that pattern for the pleated skirt. That's the 4th skirt in this series. All right, so this skirt, here's the thing with this skirt. This is kind of like a gathered skirt, but I did do some pleats in the front. You can't really tell. It's hard to tell where the pleats are because I did not do like major box pleats, just kind of like a, fold over fort style pleat. So it looks more gathered to me instead of a pleat, but it doesn't matter. It is Simplicity 8211, which is also Simplicity 8176. So this is the skirt. I paired it with a black shirt and some nude heels, and then I paired it again with a jean jacket and some black Jordans that I've been having for probably a year or two that I don't wear very often, apparently. Now, one thing I will say about this skirt that I have mixed feelings about. The first thing is the zipper is on the side where the pocket is. Now, if you're new to sewing patterns and you are not very good with zippers, watch Brittany J. Jones' tutorial on this skirt on how to install the zipper with a pocket on the side. Now, I had to read the instructions 3 to 4 times before I got started because I was just mind blown of why would we put a zipper right next to a pocket? I was just wondering. So I did not mess up when I did it. I was surprised because it was the first time I did a zipper right next to a pocket. I'm just saying. Now, one thing that I will say is I love how this skirt turned out. I love my hook and eye. Yes, this one has a hook and eye. It's completely finished. Most people forget the hook and eye at the end of a skirt. Another thing I want to mention about skirts. So I let my skirt hang for 24 hours depending on the style of the skirt. Now for a pencil skirt, I don't need to do that, but for A-line skirts, box pleated skirts, broom skirts, maxi skirts, I let them all hang for 24 hours before I hem my skirt. That's just a personal preference that I do with when I make a skirt. It's just, you know, something that I like to do. No big deal. And the last skirt that I sewn, which is the 5th skirt and final skirt, there's no tutorial for it. I did it for hashtag Sew Maxi for Mother's Day. The pattern is New Look 6514. And I gotta say, I love this skirt. My husband couldn't even tell me nothing in the skirt. I love it. I'm gonna open it up so you can see. I paired this with a matching top. The matching top is Simplicity 1366. You see on the pattern, I have made that top a total of 3 times already. I made it in a olive green, I made it in this fabric, and I made it in a red as well. The red you will see at a later time, but I just wanted to utilize some red that's in my stash. So I went ahead and made it in red as well. I might make it a couple of more times because it's a super simple sew on that pattern, which is Simplicity 1366. You only need approximately about 1.5 yards of fabric. So if you have any scrap fabric and you want to get rid of it, it's an easy top to make, okay? I used this for the Sew Maxi for Mother's Day challenge. And then I also turned this, instead of making a new maxi skirt, I just used this one as my maxi skirt for the Summer Skirt Series, skirt number 5. So that's all the things that's part of the Summer Skirt Series Part 1. So let's go ahead and transition into Part 2 of the Summer Skirt Series. So go ahead and click up and see that video for Part 2 of the Summer Skirt Series. So until next time, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So until next time, keep sewing.